What's up with you?
Mumbo jumbo.
It's a physics sciences teacup reading, Stanley.
It's a load of codsle up, like this horoscope.
What are you reading it for, then?
If I don't read it, you'll read it to me, won't you?
It's just as well to be prepared for the day ahead, Stanley.
You can't prepare for my day ahead, except by cutting your throat. Up and down that ladder like a thing, monkey on a string. Do you know what it says here I should be doing? Considering my future career prospects.
Oh, heck, Nora. Oh, flaming Nora.
What's up?
Another flipping bear.
What's that mean?
In a word, misfortune.
So what's new?
Exactly. You know what I think, Stanley? I think there's something dogging us. There's a big fat owl sat up on us chimney pot what we know nothing about. Else you've broke a mirror and you're not letting on. Oh, there's something. Huh. Only a flaming dagger here and all.
Ray, are you decent? Oh, you are up. Only just. Have you seen yourself?
Oh, shut up, Blanche, eh?
Where were you till 1 o'clock this morning? I heard you come in, you know. I weren't asleep.
Rovers.
Rovers shuts at 10:30, unless they've changed the licensing hours round here since I've been away.
Yeah, well, Annie Walker had gone to bed and nobody shouted time. You know how it is.
No.
I'll tell you something, you know. It's hard work being a new dad. I've sucked more since Fred were born than I have in a long while. Everybody wants to treat me.
I thought new father was supposed to do all the treating. Not to mention handing round great big fat cigars.
Well, that's what I said. I treat them, and they treat me. It's murder.
By heck, the male world. It's another world, it really is. Talk about a secret society. You do know what day it is, don't you?
Monday.
It is also the day your daughter and wife come home from hospital, or had it escaped your alcohol-clouded mind.
Of course it hasn't.
Then go and get yourself washed and shaved while I tidy this place up a bit. Oh. It looks like a gorilla's gone berserk in it.
Thank you.
Well, go on. If you can see to shave through them slits you call eyes.
Blanche.
What?
How long are you planning on stopping here?
As long as I'm needed.
I don't need you at all.
My daughter and your daughter do. Well, what do you think?
Think Deirdre will like it?
Yes, very nice, Mrs. Walker. Something wrong with it?
Oh, no, it's lovely.
But it cost the earth.
Yeah, sure it did.
Well, then why are you looking at it as if it was something off a dust cart?
Well, as a matter of fact, Mrs. Walker, Bet bought her one exactly the same. Exactly.
Bet? Impossible. This was the most expensive one in the shop, Mrs. Cottam assured me.
No, she has. I mean, she showed it to me. I've seen it.
Really? Well, she might have mentioned it to me, mightn't she?
I've no alternative. Just have to take it back. Another morning wasted, all because of Ray Langton's offspring. Perhaps I'd have been better buying it a year's supply of rust. Fred, tell me, why is it when I go to bed early, you look as if you've never been to bed at all?
I don't know what you mean, Mrs. Walker.
Don't you? Well, I think that you have collected yourself a crowd of cronies. And it won't do. So now you know.
Do I look that bad?
Yeah, you look like an old tennis ball.
Oh, I feel like one and all.
Oh, Fred, you should have more sense.
Well, I mean, we were wetting baby's head, weren't we?
How many times is that?
About a dozen.
Oh, Lord knows what you'd be like if it were your own child.
Oh, I'd go balmy, love. With joy.
There you are. 1 cup of cha. Shaken, not stirred.
Thank you.
What's up?
Oh, nothing. I'm just looking at this page. I mean, who goes to the mall? That's what I want to know.
Who goes through all what?
All these concerts in London. Look, I mean, there must be half a page. There must be 50 of them there. There's Viennese Evening, Beethoven's Battle Symphony, The Other Side of Sullivan, A Night with Offenbach.
Hey, that sounds interesting. Sorry.
Well, I mean, somebody must go to them, else they wouldn't keep putting them on. Oh, all them people leading such full lives, going to concerts.
Having babies.
Pardon?
Well, that's what you're really on about, isn't it? Deirdre having a baby and you not having one. You're only jealous.
I am not. I mean, there's nothing to having a baby. Anyone can get one if they want one.
Oh, yeah? Tell me more.
Well, you know what I mean.
I know. I didn't think you did.
do know about the birds and the bees, Rita.
Maybe, but what them little bees get up to on that clover is a far cry from what Deirdre and Ray Langton...
shut up. You reduce everything to that, you do.
Who started all this?
Well, I was talking about concerts.
And then you went on about babies.
I did not, you did. When we're going to start spring cleaning?
Eh?
I said when we're going to start spring cleaning.
In the flaming spring, that's when... Oh, there you go again. That's another substitute for not having babies. Spring cleaning.
Don't be so ridiculous. It just so happens that I was reading my horoscope this morning, and it said that I had to try and make a clean sweep in certain aspects of my life. Well, as that's literally impossible because I'm that set in my ways, I just thought I might try and do it figuratively like spring cleaning.
Aye, don't you know some big words? Still, you're a novelist, aren't you? By the way, have you heard anything from them publishers yet? They're a long time, Larry, you know, aren't they? Still, perhaps they can't face telling you the horrible truth. Do you know what my horoscope said this morning? That I should look forward to entering a new social circle. Probably end up getting a job in a pig farm.
Come over here and let me brush your jacket.
I'm not going to see me bank manager, Blanche, you know. Just pick me wife and sprog up.
It's an occasion. Well, for Deirdre it is anyway. Coming home with a new baby. She'll be that proud. And she'll want you looking smart, me lad, so smart you'll look.
It's for real today, isn't it?
Hey?
Well, I mean, up to now, Fred's just been a sort of bump on Deirdre's tummy and an object of general interest in the hospital, but, well, today it's ours.
And no mistake.
Me a dad. Oh, that's ridiculous. What do I know about being a dad? Nothing, absolutely nothing.
About as much as Deirdre knows about being a mother.
Ah, yeah, but it comes natural to you lot, doesn't it?
So why shouldn't it come natural to you fellas? I mean, it were a joint effort to start with.
Can you see me being a natural dad, especially to a girl?
I'm prepared to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Thank you. Right, well, I do, ma'am.
I can't do nought about the bags under your eyes.
I'll tell her I couldn't sleep in that bed on my own.
Aye, and she'll be daft enough to believe you. Now go on, get off with you. She'll think you've had an accident or something.
See you.
Haven't you forgotten something?
Hey? Oh. Who bought Deirdre this shawl?
Her dad. He bought it the day he came to get her and me out of the hospital. Now, he were a natural father. For as long as he lived.
Cheers.
Hey, and go straight there, not via Rovers.
Where's that?
Now, what's up?
You got me keys.
Oh, can't you afford a taxi for him instead of that old van?
A taxi? You must be joking.
Quite nice, don't you think? And very practical, like most babies' things these days. I was tempted to buy her a frilly little frock. I thought there'd be plenty of time for that.
You know, as far as I can remember, my two never wore outhouse but nightgowns, at least for the first couple of months.
Well, they did in them days, didn't they? I mean, there was nothing else.
Swaddling clothes.
Pardon?
What the infant Jesus wore.
Oh, yes, well, I think that's a bit before my time, Mrs. Walker.
And mine too, Mrs. Howard. Yes, I rather like it.
Sorry, Stanley, I haven't even got a quid myself, so I can't lend you one, can I?
Oh, till tonight, I've got customers owing money, you know.
No, sorry, I don't lend money, Stanley. Neither a borrower nor a lender be. That's my motto. It has been for, well, quite a while.
Something wrong with my credit?
Funny you should mention that, Stanley.
What?
About credit. Didn't you borrow a quid off me a couple of weeks back?
I don't remember.
I do, definitely. Any quid you borrow, mate, is mine.
You're making it up.
Hey, I've got a good motto for you, Stanley. Never try and borrow somebody who you've already borrowed money from, because you might remind them.
I owe him now.
I think you've seen the last of that quid.
You reckon?
I've got the bucket.
Stan, I wanted to buy Deirdre's baby a bit of summers. How did you come to lose your money?
All in my pocket. Whose fault's that?
Yours. If you will keep a scout knife, 2 6-inch nails, a bullet and a pair of rusty old bicycle clips in it, what do you expect? Wear through steel with them. What do you want them bicycle clips for, any road?
Stop the wind blowing up my trousers and up the ladder. I had some funny pains up there last winter.
Yeah, well, look, I've only got this 2 quid. Now, if you don't pay me back tonight, you'll be eating them bicycle clips before the week's out.
You're a little belter.
Have you noticed something about me, Stanley? I've got very big ears. I'll have one of them quids.
I've a heart, Eddie. Look, I've got a cert for the 2 o'clock air. You know, stable information like. And I can put the lot on it.
Not my quid, you know. Come on, hand it over.
All right, but I don't remember.
What's the horse?
You've got to hope.
Poor old Stanley. One of life's losers.
Yeah, are you sure he lent you a quid?
I think he did.
You lent him one?
Yeah,
You're a crook, mate.
true. Still, if I hadn't had it, some bookie would have done.
Hey up, Hilda, love. Things can't be as bad as all that, surely.
Oh, can't they just? Do you get a lot of bad luck, Fred?
Well, I mean, my missus going the way she did weren't exactly a stroke of good luck, were it now?
No. Only we don't seem to get much else, me and Stan. There's somewhat dogging us, if you ask me. Somewhat dogging us.
Mrs. Alton, I think we'll make a start on the yard tomorrow.
I mean, I will. Yes, Mrs. Barker?
Yes, dear. Yes.
Oh, she's asleep. Ah, the little love. Welcome home.
Thanks. Oh, them stairs still make me out to puff. I thought I'd be all right once I'd had her.
Are you bound to feel a bit weak? Sit down.
Ah, now, Mum, don't start fussing.
I'm not fussing. I'm just asking you to sit down.
Well, flat looks very nice. You're right, Ray. I've been busy.
Well, I was a very good little housewife, you know. Len Fairclough always said that.
Has he been telling you that...
Reckons he's even bought flowers.
And you believe anything he says, wouldn't you?
Well, I will today. Thanks, Mum.
Hey, come and look at Fred.
Fred. I wish you'd decide on a proper name for the child.
Making herself at home already.
There you are, Hilda. A whole night's pleasure there. And what's it cost you? 10p.
Yeah, I've been any more, I couldn't have afforded it.
Oh, dear. Now you're going to make me feel a right louse.
Well?
Well, do you know what I've got here? What's been waiting patiently for you to collect for 6 weeks? Your paper bill. Oh, it is yours. See, there's your name. Ogden's, 13 Coronation Street.
All right, cut the comedy, just give it us.
What, just like that? Aren't you going to look at it and scream, God help us, it can't be that much? Everybody else does.
I don't care how much it is. I'm imperious to any more shocks today. Oh, God help us, it can't...
Join the club.
Well, I can't pay you now.
I never expected it for a moment.
Weekend?
Hilda, you're a credit to your sex.
Here, do you have a lot of bad luck?
Not really, but then again, I don't get much good luck either.
I seem to be getting more than my share. I mean, take today, for instance. There's Annie Walker wears me to a shadder. Stan loses all his money. Kettle's started leaking. Somebody's pinched the milk off the front doorstep again. Oh, and Lavy won't flush. Talk about being under a cloud.
If you don't mind me telling you, Mrs. Ogden, I think I know what's the matter.
By heck, Mavis, you bob up from behind that shelf as if you're on elastic. It's unnerving.
Well, I'm working back here, aren't I? What do you expect me to do when I want to communicate with the outside world? No, as I was saying, Mrs. Ogden, are you superstitious?
Well, I won't walk under ladders, and I don't like spilling salt. Oh, and I don't cut my nails on Fridays and Sundays. But I wouldn't say I was superstitious. Why?
I think it's the number of your house. I mean, number 13, it's a very unlucky number, is that? I mean, can't be bringing you much good luck, can it?
Number 13? Oh, do you know, I never thought of that.
Well, it's worth thinking about. You can change it, you know.
Can you?
Yeah, a friend of mine did. Don't know how you go about it, though.
Oh, well, thanks very much. I'll certainly give that some thought. I mean, after all, can't make things much worse, can it?
I'd never live in a house number 13. Whew, no fear.
What puzzles me is why Hilda don't cut her nails on Fridays and Sundays.
Well, I don't either. It's unlucky.
It's also unlucky if you see a beetle crawling out of your shoe. But you didn't know that, did you?
No, I didn't.
Well, that's something else for you to worry about.
Hello.
Hello, what are you doing here? It's only just gone 5:30. Did you not stop off for a pint?
No, how is she?
She's asleep.
Oh, again?
Well, they do a lot of sleeping, babies. And eating. In fact, that's all they do mainly, sleep and eat. Oh, and them other two things we won't mention.
Looking a bit more human every day, isn't she?
Do you reckon?
How old are they before they start to walk?
Hey, give her a chance.
I'm only asking.
Depends on the kid. About 1 if they're forward.
She's forward, all right. And you can tell from her forehead that she's going to be brainy. It's a very brainy forehead, is that?
Ah, she needs to be beautiful.
No, not these days. Brains is what counts. Then you can earn the money to be beautiful. Ah, look at her little fingers, though. Tiny they are, but perfect in every detail.
Hey, will you stop drooling and go and get your hands washed? Your tea's ready.
Is it? Who did it?
Me? I'm not an invalid, you know. Mind you, it is only liver and onions.
Did I ever tell you you're just a little bit special?
Why? Because I give you a daughter?
No, because you do a very fair liver and onions, usually.
Oh, come on up. You're all right. She'll be very pleased to see you.
Hello, what are you doing knocking?
But I thought she might be asleep.
She is.
Oh, well, we'll come back another time.
No, come and have a peep at her asleep or not. Come on in. There she is.
Oh, isn't she gorgeous?
Well, they are at that age, aren't they? Who does she favour?
Oh, I think Deirdre.
Oh, no, ma'am. Ray, definitely.
Oh, poor little thing.
I'll stop you, one.
Have you decided on the name yet?
Well, we did think about Lynette.
Oh, Tracy.
There's plenty of time.
Do you think she'd like this rattle?
Oh, she'd love it. We haven't got one of them, thanks.
I brought her a little present, too. It's not much, but it's useful, and I think rather nice.
You shouldn't have bothered, Mrs. Walker. Oh, it is nice.
Well, would you credit it? Just what I bought her, Mrs. Walker. Near on £2, wasn't it? From Cotham's. Not bad for the money.
There you are, Hilda. I found some in stockroom after all. I hope you enjoy it.
Ah, thanks very much. 'Tis good of you to give me credit.
Well, you look so depressed, love, I could hardly do anything else. Mind you, don't make a habit of it.
Oh, no, I won't. Oh, hey, what's your opinion of number 13?
Eh?
Well, I mean, do you think it's an unlucky number?
Well, I can't say I've given it much thought. It's supposed to be, I know. I mean, I believe you don't find a number 13 in a hotel, nor 13 cabins on ships.
No, that's right.
Why are you interested?
Well, this house is number 13, isn't it? And with all the bad luck we've had these last few years...
And you think that living in number 13 is one of the reasons for it?
Well, there's somewhat causing it.
Hang on. Hopkins left a book behind when they left shop. That's about superstitions. Number 13's mentioned in that.
Oh, wait, do you think you could let me have a look at it sometime?
I think I can remember it vaguely. It said that 13 was considered to be an unlucky number, and it was thought to indicate disaster.
Oh, like the bear.
Pardon?
There were a bear in my teacup this morning. That indicates disaster and all. And it were right.
13, it said, was a death sign in Roman times.
Death sign? Would you know I've not been feeling well all day?
No, you don't look well, love.
Evening. Oh, do we well. Hello.
Come on, who's round, is it?
Nobody's. We're all skint this time of year.
Ah, especially me.
I knew there was something I didn't like about this time of the year. Give us a pint of bitter, will you, Fred? How did you get on with that horse, Stanley? Did it flash past the post at the speed of light,
I
then?
don't think it even reached the flipping post.
Tough, that. I told you not to risk your money. You see, if I hadn't taken that quid off you, the bookie would have been 2 quid richer instead of 1, wouldn't he?
Hey, Eddie, about that pound.
What about it?
Oh, nothing.
Stanley,
What?
I've got a confession to make.
Eh?
It wasn't you owed me the money, it was someone that looked like you.
Oh, there's nobody else like Stanley.
You mean I didn't know it, yeah?
No.
Give it back.
Ah, not so fast.
Come on.
Look, if I hadn't taken it, you'd have lost it, wouldn't you?
I suppose so.
Yeah, well, that must be worth a pint. Take the pint out of that, Fred, and give it to my mate, the change, right? Unless you want to buy a round,
Not
Stanley.
likely.
I don't know why you're not a millionaire, Eddie. I mean, you've got enough cheek.
True enough. It's one of them things, I think, Alf.
I could have been a millionaire if I'd not gone to South America with Joe Hargreaves in 1935.
What's that, Mr. Tatlock?
Take no notice, he's always on about that.
I thought I'd find you in here.
Where else?
I've seen it.
Seen what?
Deirdre's baby.
Oh, blast. I meant to go and see her and I forgot all about it.
You know, I've not had the chance.
Oh, Deirdre's a lucky cat. I wish it were mine.
Oh, you wouldn't think that when it's screaming hungry for its food at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, that's only part of it, isn't it? There's all the rest, like bathing it and feeding it and playing with it and dressing it up.
Get her one glimpse of a new baby and a maternal instinct showing like a red petticoat. Betty, will you tell her? Babies are not all sugar and spice and all things nice, you know.
No, not at all. They're lovely all the same, though, aren't they?
Well, here's another one. No wonder they tell us our natures will never be liberated, and they won't.
No.
Hey, isn't it about time you was coming home for your tea?
What's Harry?
Well, your tea's been ready above an hour. Besides, there's something I want to discuss with you.
Can't decide whether to book your holidays in Paris or Bermuda, eh, Mrs. O?
Oh, that'll be the day. No, actually, it's about changing the numbers on our front door. Changing them from 13.
What do you want to do that for?
Yeah.
Let's see if it'll change us, look.
Now it'll change our luck till we get born again. Different names, different lives, different everything.
Do you know, Stanley, I think you've been very lucky. I bet you've never shed a drop of sweat in your life. Now, that can't be bad.
Have you?
Yeah, when the law's feeling me collar.
You know, they say you can develop an allergy to number 13.
Hey, does that mean if you go into house number 13, you break out into a rash?
Hey, I had a rash last week.
Well, there you are then.
That settles it. We're getting it changed.
You'll have to get permission.
Well, we'll get permission. Won't you, Stanley?
What's that?
You heard. Now, look, home in 5 minutes as your tea goes on the back of the fire. And it's not even paid for.
My luck will never change.
Rock-a-bye baby on the treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. Hey, I think she's going over.
Good.
Hey, what time is it? Have I got time for a pint?
No, sorry, love, it's gone past.
Oh, never mind. There's always tomorrow.
There is.
Rock-a-bye baby on the tree. Hey, when must you want the next feed?
2 o'clock.
You'll get up to it then, will you, love?
Well, we'll take it in turns.
Yeah, of course. Rock-a-bye baby on the treetop.
Coming up next on Granada Plus, The Good Life Guide.
Hey. Hey.
No. Just a minute.
Hey. Crying machine started again.
Oh.
Flipping it, she can't be hungry. You're worse than flaming Oggy.
Oh, stop using bad language, she'll hear you. Oh, it must be a nappy again. Oh, you go and change it, I'll get breakfast.
No danger.
Oh, suit yourself.
Okay. Thanks, love. Come and get your breakfast.
Oh, I'm not bothering.
Oh, come on.
Since when have you been so concerned about whether I have my breakfast or not?
It's a long time. I mean, you don't eat, you're going to be skin and bone, aren't you?
I am skin and bones.
Sit you down.
What's up with you? Do you want your bread buttering or something? Oh, Stan. Serves me right. I thought you hadn't remembered.
Of course I had.
Ah, Chuck. Happy birthday from your ever-loving husband, Stan. Well, you don't always.
What?
Remember.
If I don't remember, it's because of pressure of business.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, Chuck. I know you've got a lot to think about. I wasn't going to mention it, you know. I mean, with us having such a run of bad luck and that. I was going to give up birthdays.
Don't be daft. It can't go on forever. Oh, this came as well.
Oh, hey, that's got a stamp on.
Ah, well, I didn't post mine. See, you can't trust the post these days, can you?
Oh, bless them. Oh, isn't that lovely? With love and every good wish for a smashing birthday from Trevor, Polly, Damien and baby Jane. Oh, of course that's her, you know. She's a very nice girl.
How do you know it wasn't him?
Oh, well, if Trevor had sent it, he wouldn't have put his own name first. He's got better manners, he'd have put hers. Any road's not his writing. Look, Chuck, isn't it lovely?
Hey, yeah. Yeah, it.
Oh, I say. Oh, aren't they good?
Yeah.
Do you know what, Chuck? I think our luck's changing. And it's ever since we decided to change the numbers on that front door. Oh, we should have known, you know. I mean, me with my perceptation, living in number 13 and not bothering. Here, we'll have to get this fixed up legal. Now, it's post office and town hall for you this morning, Milado, right?
Right.
You just see. A new chapter's going to get itself wrote in the history of the Ogdens, and not before time.
Oh, go on, Mum.
No.
Please.
I said no, and you live with me long enough to know that when I say no, I mean no.
But you like changing her.
I know I like changing her, and I like a bit of cooperation and all. I won't be here forever, you know.
Thank God.
There, you see?
Oh, leave him, Mum.
Leave him be blowed. Much as I love her, I am not lifting another finger until Idle Jack stops twiddling his thumbs.
Idle Jack is getting ready for work.
Idle Jack's been getting ready for the last 20 minutes, hoping that somebody else will change his daughter.
Look, you do it a lot better than he does.
I do a lot of things a lot better than he does, but that doesn't mean he can shelve all his responsibilities.
Ma'am?
Look, Deirdre, I'm telling you, I'm not leaving you here to a life of drudgery.
Oh.
Now, in this game, it's share and share alike, and so far he's shown as much intention of doing that as flying to the moon.
Right. What do you want?
Your daughter needs her nappy changing.
Right. And if you ask proper, instead of behaving like somewhat not right, you might get a bit more of that cooperation what you're on about.
Don't worry, I'm saying nothing. As long as he does his fair share, he can shoot his mouth off all he likes.
Oh, he does his best, Mum.
Well, it's a flaming poor best.
Well, it's a shock, Fatherhood.
Shocks wake you up, love, not put you to sleep. Oh, that'll be district nurse. Hey, have you got the bottle ready?
Yes, the bottle's ready. I don't know what you're shouting at. You do it very well.
I'll tell you someone else, I enjoy it. Except when that mother of yours is shouting the flaming odds.
Well, she's only thinking about me. I am her favourite daughter.
You're her only daughter.
Right. And you're her only son-in-law. Who else has she got to have a go at?
Well, no, as I was saying, it will be a delight to drive to Derby next time I go to see our journey. Had some nightmare trips by rail.
Yeah, well, they don't care about you unless you're going to London.
It's like nationalisation, isn't it, Alf?
Oh, what? Don't start me on about that.
You know, I remember when that happened. It was great. New Year's Eve, let's see, was it 48, 49? All the train drivers blew the whistles.
I were at a dance that night with my auntie and uncle.
How old were you in 1948?
I were a child, weren't I?
What, up at midnight?
It was a special occasion, and stop interrupting. It was a celebration dance at Railway Club. My uncle were a signals engineer, and when they all blew the whistles, everybody got dead maudlin. How it was the end of the regime, and from now on it was going to be more efficient, cheaper, cleaner, brighter, happier, because now we owned it instead of them.
Yeah. Didn't work, though, did it?
Not so you'd notice, no.
This new man's not much better, is he? All he's learnt is to put up the prices.
Tell me, how come you remember all that as you were only a child at the
Well,
time?
it all comes back to me every time I get a handful of oil off a carriage door.
Hey, how are you thinking of getting to Derby?
Oh, yeah, changing the subject, I.
Hey, let's talk about post office, Alf.
Here, is it true they're going back to stagecoaches?
Yeah, and little fellas with cleft sticks.
Oh, shut up. No, what I was thinking, though, your best way, you know, is along the motorway, M62 and then straight down the M1.
Hey, you're going a bit out of your way that way, aren't you, Alf?
It's still a lot quicker, though. That Ashbourne to Derby Road, terrible. You get behind an oil tanker on there, you've had it.
I think I'll have to take that risk, Alf. I've always preferred the country route to the interminable motorways.
Suit yourself, love. It's a bad road, though, he'll tell you. What you stand?
Well,
Leek, Ashbourne, Derby. Bad road, too much heavy stuff.
never used it much myself.
Hey, you all right, lad?
I've got something on my mind.
Yes, you haven't got your hat on, love.
And it can't be out else.
Oh, full of comedians, aren't we? I really want some numbers changing on our doors, so I've got to go to the post office and the town hall. I'm planning the campaign.
Post office and town hall. Look no further. Alf runs both of them.
Oh, why? You know what goes on, don't you?
Yeah, well, I know you don't have to go to the post office. What you have to do, you have to go to make an application to the engineers department, tell them what you want and why, and then it goes before the highways committee.
By gum, it's your lucky day. Alf runs the highways committee and all.
What have I ever done to you?
Well, that could be the reason.
Hey, Shannon, you on the highways committee?
Yeah, Stan, look, I promise that when your application comes through, I'll vote for you. Cross me out.
Ah, great. Have a drink.
No, I haven't any more of this chicken baby food left, love. Shall I make it up with something else?
Aye, all right.
Now, there's decision-making for you. That kid's lucky having a dad like that.
What's this Donald Duck soap?
Well, Deirdre says you can get bars of soap shaped like Donald Duck. It's for kid.
I hope it is. Anyway, I haven't got any. All my tablets of soap are shaped like tablets of soap.
Well, leave it then.
So hear that, Albert? Now, how many fellas do you know are go into a shop and ask for bars of Donald Duck soap?
One more crack out of you, mate, and I'll fill you in.
Save your strength, Dad, for all them moonlit walks. Have you seen the bags under his eyes? They're like hundredweights of nutty slack.
Ah, is she keeping you away much?
Will you put them groceries up and less of the cheek?
It's a shame, you know. You see, my mate Monkey works at this club that serves some of the United players, and they give him a couple of tickets for today's match. Now, I bought them off him thinking that my friend Raymond might like one on account that he used to be a masculine sort of fella who liked football. Now, what do you think, Albert? Any point in asking?
Don't talk your daft talk to me.
Of course, I can see the problem. I mean, you can't get them prams through the turnstiles, can you?
Listen, Diddy, man, get your ticket, slap it on the counter, tell us how much you want, and then shut that maresy tunnel of a chops.
It's a pleasure to do business with you. Give us a quid and we'll call it straight.
Done. Now, can I have my groceries?
Hey, you're never going to that football match in this weather, are you?
You want your brains testing. It's freezing out there.
Listen, if I can get rid of my mother-in-law for an afternoon, I'd sit and watch North Pole Flaming Nomads and me wife runs.
Happy birthday. How did you know? No secret, you say, from Gail Potter, girl detective. But you can ask me, and it's perishing.
Oh, yeah, come on through.
I don't know if you like chocolates, but if you do, happy birthday. And if you don't, there's nothing lost, because I bought the ones I like.
Oh, how lovely. Do you know, it's funny that. Stan was only saying this morning I was going to Skin and Bone. And these will fatten me up a bit. And might I say, I don't believe all I hear about the younger end. You can show your elders up when you try. I mean, there's Elsie Tanner, lived next door to me since the year dot. You could snuff it for all she cares. Do you know, she wouldn't lift a finger.
She paid half towards them.
Oh. Oh, well, will you thank her on my behalf? Must be improving in her old age.
I'll tell her that.
Oh, no, just thank her. And thank you again.
Pleasure.
Hey, did I see Stan out there when I let you in?
Yeah.
What's he doing?
I've not to say.
Oh, up to his tricks again, is he? Well, if he's still there, will you tell him his dinner's nearly ready?
Yeah. Smells good and all.
Ah, so it should. Leg of lamb.
Leg of lamb?
Oh, only a little one. Well, I mean, it's like eating gold, isn't it? Still, it is my birthday. Can't be miserable all your life, can you?
But I'll tell him.
Right, tell.
Hilda!
I'm in here.
Hilda!
What do you want?
Come here, I've got something to show you.
What?
Come here. Well, what do you think?
Well, what do I think what?
The door.
Oh, Stan. 12, eh? Oh, aren't they smart? Where did you get them?
Woolies. They had black ones, but I thought you'd rather have brass.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're very nice, then. Very nice indeed, Joe. I'll give us your key.
Yeah. Holding me other trousers. Haven't you got yours?
What, in my pinny pocket? Don't talk daft.
Back door open.
With our luck, what do you think? Well, Stanley, it's another fine mess you've got me into.
Search though you may, you'll never find who sent this loving Valentine. Ah.
Well, that's a waste of rotten money.
Why?
Well, what's the point of sending it if whoever receives it's never going to know who she got it from?
Well, that is the point of Valentine.
Is it, Egg? Well, I know they're not signed, but you're supposed to have some idea who sent it.
Oh, no, Rita, you've got it all wrong. I mean, these aren't ordinary messages. No, they're declarations of secret love. Oh, now stop it, Rita.
Declarations of secret love. What the heck's the use of them?
I've told you, Rita, you'll only get me annoyed.
I'm being serious. I mean, there you are. Sat at home without a shilling for gas, your tummy flapping against your backbone, and next door there's this fella. And all he wants to do is whisk you off in his big car for T-bone steak and chips. And does he ask you? Does he, Egg? Send you a Valentine instead and you starve to death never knowing.
Oh, I see. So what you're saying is that you'd rather have steak and chips than a Valentine?
Which do you want? The long answer or the short answer? Not that it makes any difference, they're both the same.
How do you feel when you're singing all them love songs?
What's that got to do with price of fish?
A lot. Now, just think of the words you sing. Once I had a secret love. You'll never know just how much I loved you. Well, don't they mean anything?
Get off. I'm not singing to me. I'm singing to them daft punters.
Oh, I see. So, what you'd rather sing is keep your Valentines, just send me steak and chips.
Now, do you know that could get in charts?
Well, oh, yes, Mr. Tatlow.
I'm after a bit of a present for Langton's baby.
Oh.
$1 something.
Oh, you want something fluffy, then?
I want something cheap.
Now, there speaks a realist.
Get yourself on pension and see if you can afford to be out else.
Albert, just answer me one question.
What?
Would you send this Valentine? Search though you may, you'll never find who sent this loving Valentine.
How much?
55p.
55p? What are acres like? If I'd paid that much, I'd want them to make sure that they knew who it were from.
See? I'm not the only one.
I've told you, send me other cakes.
Oh, you. Oh, here, hang on. We used to keep one on top of the door.
No, not now.
Well, Luke.
No, that won't be there. You told me to move it when they broke in the rovers. It's under the plant pot in the front room.
Oh, very handy.
All right, trying to knock it down, are you?
Oh, I'm thinking of knocking him down. He's got us locked out.
Oh, well, it happens to the best of us, doesn't it? Here, tell you what, let me have a go with my key. Oh. You never know, you lock... No, no good. Try yours.
Same as yours.
Try yours.
No. No, I tell you what. I'll see if Eddie's in pub. He'll get you in. He got me and Trisha in one.
Aye, you got me in once and all, and I knew nought about it.
Not a bad idea, that, you know. About time something useful come out of that fat lump. Which is more than you can expect from every fat lump.
Albert's bought her a present. He says, can he give it her?
Oh, isn't that nice? I've just this minute got her off Mr. Tarlock, and I don't want to disturb her. Do you mind?
It'll be all right then. Happen I can come back sometime when she's awake and give it to her then.
We'd appreciate that, wouldn't we, Ray?
Yeah. I'll walk down with you, Albert.
Right.
You sure you don't mind?
Look, as long as she's asleep, I don't care where you go. Football match, moon, anywhere. As long as I can get my head down for an hour.
I'll see you.
We are the champions!
You, Burke!
your coat off, you're not going.
I've paid for this ticket, love.
I don't care if you bought the flaming team, you're not going. There's no use looking, Ray. You are not going. Don't blame me. Blame him.
You.
I forgot. I mean, it could happen to anyone.
No, it couldn't. Not if they've got a brain in their head.
Oh, shut up, the pair of you. What's done can't be undone. If you're not going to use that, I'll take it off your hands.
Hey, hang on. I thought you said it was freezing out there.
Yeah, you said anybody going to a football match today wanted their heads testing.
Listen, I wasn't talking to you.
No, I weren't talking about myself. I was talking about you two young'uns. I can stand the cold, I can. Hey, come on, Taterface. There's a special football bus starting outside UCP Tribe Shop. Come on.
What can I say?
Goodbye. Forever.
What are you doing, hypnotising it?
I'm thinking, aren't I?
Oh, don't you think we're in enough trouble?
He's not in there, he's not in cabin.
He wouldn't be, would he?
Where's Elsie?
Round the back, trying to spot a way in.
Well, the mad Marvel here tries to mesmerise the door open.
I'm told you, I'm thinking.
Thinking.
Well, there's no doing round there. There's a lovely smell coming through the keyhole, but nobody's doing out much about it.
Smell? Oh, me like a lamb. Oh, so help me, Stanley, I'll swing for
It's
you.
not my fault.
Now, where's that spare key?
Under the plant pot.
In the windowsill?
Aye.
Put your elbow through the glass.
Hey?
Go on, I'll put your head through in a minute. Go on, you daft aper. Mind.
It's too far.
Give me strength. Come out the way, you fathead. Come on.
It's our house.
Oh, I'll vouch for that.
Ah, now don't you just stand there. Do something.
May I ask what you're trying to do exactly?
Look, there's a spare key under a plant pot inside there.
We're locked out.
You do surprise me.
It's just across this side if you can reach.
Aye.
Oh, he's got it. Oh.
Well, madam, and if the opportunity arises, perhaps you'll put in a good word for the police.
Oh, yeah, thank you very much. Hey, look. Now, you stay where you are. If that leg of lamb's ruined, I'm liable to stuff the whole lot down your throat, bones and all. Oh, no!
I can't stand violence.
I mean, the grapes aren't actually grown in Britain, are they? I mean, it's only bottled here. That's why it's called British sherry. I mean, where are the grapes actually grown?
We don't ask.
You got nothing cheaper?
Have a bottle of malt vinegar if you're not particular.
Now, is it for me? Ask yourself. Do I spend money on luxuries for myself?
Oh, sure is.
It's for Hilda's birthday, actually, which hasn't been too spectacular so far, on account that she's been locked out and her leg of lamb's been
Don't
burned.
tell me. I've had a blow-by-blow account. Have you seen Stanley lately?
Not since the misfortune started.
Bottle of tonic wine wouldn't come amiss.
Dear, oh dear. Stanley in the wars again, is he? Anyway, this is to get me into Hilda's good books, so she might take me back as a lodger.
You crafty monkey.
Well, you got to do it for yourself in this life, you know. Take it from one that knows. The world does nothing for the single fella. How's your Terry, by the way?
Oh, it's not so bad. Joined up again, you know.
Yeah, good idea, that. I mean, if you're going to get shot at, you may as well get paid for it, mightn't you? I'll take this.
You're a brave lad.
Arla says she wouldn't have minded, only legs of lamb don't grow on trees.
Do you know what she wants to do, Stan? She wants to get herself a freezer and take you down to Willie Piggott's and have you cut up. Because I reckon there's enough on you to last her 2 years. Juicy and all.
Get off.
Well, we've all to make sacrifices.
Where's the birthday girl, then?
Well, she's got a headache. Do you wonder?
Give her that, with best wishes from an anonymous admirer.
What anonymous admirer?
Me. Don't open it now, you'll have Mrs. Walker jealous. Tell her to take it home and enjoy it in front of her own fireside.
Thanks very much.
And next time she comes in, tell Mrs. Ogden to have a drink on me.
Oh, thanks. I'll just have a pint.
And a pint for Mr. Ogden.
I said things would get better. Why'd you change those numbers?
Well, don't push your luck, Stam. She's got a leg of lamb like a lump of lead, a broken window and a blinding headache.
And a fiver from our Trevor.
Which it'll cost to pour in a pane of glass. Like she said, don't push your luck.
Yeah. There's only one consolation, Stanley. Things can only get better.
I won't bet on that. Who said you could change your number?
You did. You said it was all right.
I said I'd vote for you. I didn't say the others would. You know what you've done, changing your number? You've offended against the Town's Improvement Clauses Act of 1847.
He hasn't.
He has.
Hey, it's hanging job, that, at firing squad, wasn't it, too?
Ah, well, anyway, he's liable for prosecution and a fine. You want to get them numbers changed back again before anybody notices.
Life's not worth living, is it?
I don't know, Stam. It is Hilda's birthday, isn't it?
Yeah. And she has something to be thankful for.
What?
She's got you.
Yeah. And I'll tell you something else, Noel's done. We're all thankful she's got you.
Look, I said, come here. Well, why not? There's plenty of room for you. Hotels be blowed. I mean, if the worst comes to the worst, you can sleep with Ray. Right, then. Now, you know where to find me. Don't forget, the M56 and the M63. Aye, and I miss you and all. That's why I'm glad you're coming. See you tomorrow.
I know you own this house, but we do live here, and we've a right to be consulted before you saddle us with your friends, fancy man or not.
Ray.
And I'd just like you to know that if you had asked if he could stop here, I'd have said no, for the simple reason that I ate his guts.
What's he on about?
We heard you talking to Dave Smith and he...
You didn't.
You mean it wasn't Dave Smith?
There's a clever girl.
Well, who was it then?
Ask your loving husband. He's the clever dick round here.